Hello, I'm Michelle Ruiz. Perhaps you have a business that requires you to submit proposals. One of my companies, we need to do that as well. It's called Ruiz Strategies. And I want to share with you some tips that I have learned over time that lead to what I call successful proposals or winning proposals. The first and foremost is we want to make sure that in the proposal we acknowledge the goals and the objectives and the needs of our potential client. And we spend a lot of time figuring that out. So we spend a lot of time listening, and then often we'll have a follow-up conversation or communication by email where we reiterate our understanding of what their challenges, their goals, and their objectives are. And once we're confident that we're on the same page with respect to understanding what those needs are, then we go about preparing the proposal. And every proposal, I will tell you, is customized per client. So the first thing is that we acknowledge in the proposal their goals and their objectives. We list them out. And then we talk about why us, why my firm, why are we the different, what are our differentiators? So we go about explaining and detailing those, and we use images, and we make sure that every proposal page doesn't have too much verbiage or pictures on it. Make sure they're clean and crisp and simple to understand. And then we also take into consideration if there are potential competitors out there in the space who are also submitting proposals, and you have to assume that there are. So we do some research on who we believe might be competitors who are also submitting proposals, or if we happen to know. And we identify what their strengths are and what their weaknesses are, and we really try to craft in our proposal, when we talk about, why us or why my firm, we highlight our strengths that counteract their weaknesses. So in other words, we talk to or we speak to why us and why not them. We never name a competitor. We never say, other companies or other, firms out there. We just simply go ahead and state our strengths, because we assume that as someone is evaluating a proposal, they're looking at one, they're looking at another. And so we very strategically incorporate information that highlights our strengths, that is purposeful in terms of counteracting or addressing head-on the weaknesses of other potential competitors. And then we also talk about why working with my firm, Ruiz Strategies, is beneficial to them as a client. So we really, again, this is a customized presentation. So, and it varies from client to client depending on what their objectives are. But we talk to them about not why is Ruiz Strategies the greatest consulting business strategic firm to be working with, but more important, why working with us benefits them very directly in terms of what their goals and objectives are. We tie it very directly to what their goals and objectives are. And then the last thing we like to incorporate into our proposal is an added on item called the executive summary, where we talk about the team and our individual areas of expertise. Sometimes we include case studies depending on what the needs and objectives are. But those are really the main elements of what we always incorporate into a proposal, and I have found it to be very successful. So I hope this information is helpful to you as well.